In today's video, I will be retesting the Western Electric 451B Music on Hold KTU with the ITT 400E KTU line cards. Several months ago, I did that, and it did not work. Assuming because it wasn't designed to go with ITT, the Western Electric was not designed to work with the ITT and vice versa. Well, while we're doing some more research on music on hold on one of the forums I belong to, a board, one of the members who does a lot of cool stuff, said he was able to get it to work by not hooking it up as per the schematic per se, but you just connect the ring leads to the regular ITT way of hooking up music on hold, which is pin 18, and either the CO tip or the tip of the station. Either one would work. I did test it on my 403. You can use either tip for the music on hold connection, and it does work that way. It doesn't matter before the card or after the card, basically. But I'm kind of interested to see how the 451 will work on the ITT, because the 451 does not require power. However, the 403 music on hold, the ITT version, does require it to work. So let me go ahead and show you the schematic of the 400 line card here. And they want you to put music on hold pins 18 and 14. 14 is the CO tip, but you can also put it on the station tip, which is pin 12. So the tips does not matter. I tested it both with the 403. And you gotta make sure there's no power connected to pins 18. It's either a battery or ground is connected to that normally in some KSU, so you gotta make sure that's disconnected. But this is a nice schematic to kind of give you an idea and a little bit more better understanding what pins do what. And here's like a little diagram of it, or schematic of a telephone here. So you would not hook it up as per the schematic as this per se. You just connect the ring leads, which is 19 and 20 for the first line card, and then for the second it's 39 and 30. So you do the R1 in for the CO, R1 for the station, and that will be you would not hook it up as per for this column at all. That's the pins for the line card. So basically, if you were hooking up this, normally pins 4 and 12, they tie together basically. But these are the pins on the music on hold card. So you don't need to worry about the tip at all. That's what they call in here the tip, T1. You just worry about the R leads, the ring leads. And this card does do 7 line cards. And this is your music input on pins 35 and 36. It looks like a 36 through the phone. And the reason why for the ITT cards that you cannot just do one common connection for the music on hold, tying them all together without a music on hold card, is it won't work if you have multiple cards. You need isolation to occur because all the tips will be all connected together basically. Now, if you only have one card, one line, and you just have a audio source, yeah, that'd be okay, just fine. But if you have more than one, you have to have a music on hold card for it to function right. Now, this is my music on hold card here, the 403. This is not a plug and play card because it does require power on different pins, and I haven't fully hooked it up yet. That's my next project. I kind of just, rigged it up, temporary, and I was able to get it to work on both, CO tip or the station tip. It doesn't matter. I think the 403 documentation once you put on the CO side. So let me go ahead and get this hooked up and see if it will work. If it does, like the guy said, which I do believe him. I mean, he does all kinds of cool stuff with his system. That'd be pretty cool to get it to work. So stay tuned for the next clip. Not exactly sure where I'm going to insert this clip, but I did find a table for the Western Electric cards, what will work with a 451B KTU. It should work with all Western Electric cards except H. It will not work with the H version of cards. And here is the model numbers of the ComKey KSUs that will work with the 451B. I think with those, you do have to make sure it's wired correctly from the KSU point due to the power. And I showed this earlier, but basically we're just using the ring leads. R1 from the CO and R1 for the station from the 451. Now I found this in one of my in the ComKey book, and that's the bell practice number for that. But they mention this as I think it says 123A music on hold. Later revision to 451, and they're just using the ring leads to the ring station and ring CO on the line card. So they don't mention any tip, the tip side. So I think this was like the earlier version, and they found the audio wasn't balanced correctly. So they did the, added the tip. But basically, that's exactly what we're doing. I think the guy who mentioned about them working on ITT cards got the idea from this, maybe. But on the ITT cards, you have to insert the music on hold as per the instructions of the ITT card. I believe it's the tip, either the station or the CO side, and then pin 18. So you can't do it as per that, per se, but we're already using the ring leads. And here is the ITT diagram. On here it says pin 14, pin 14 for the tip for the music on hold. But the 401 music on 403 music on hold card uses tip of the station, so it really doesn't matter because I tested it both with my 403 card, and same results. But this is a nice diagram of a 400 line card. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a test. I got the music on hold KTU hooked up, and let's go ahead and give this a test. I'm going to put this on speakerphone. Is it on? Okay, yeah, it is on. I can barely hear it. So let me go ahead and turn it up. Okay, turn the volume up just a tad because you don't want to do it too much as it would distort the audio quality. So let's go ahead and call. Yeah, it works. Yeah, so you don't want to turn it up too loud, as it distorts the audio quality. Um, as here it is rigged up. I forgot to. I don't know if I mentioned that this is a 40 pin card, and this is the pins. So pins 0 through 19 is the back of the card, and pins 20 to 39 is the front of the card. So here is the volume knob for the sandbar card. So I did have to, crank it up just a tad. So if you do it too much, it just gets distorted. I do believe if you use the Bogan, you don't have to turn it up so loud because it does have a 1 watt booster on it, or amp on it. That's another music on hold device. It's just a little radio, just like this little thing. The sandbar is made for 182 key. So yeah, the 451B does work on the ITT cards if you just do the ring leads and connect them to pins 18 and either the CO tip or the station tip, and it will work. If you do have any questions or comments, please post them below.